Texas Purdue. Uh, this is a game. I'm gonna be honest. This is the best matchup Texas could have got, just because Purdue's defense with Sean Miller and his offensive, ability. Like, he's a great offensive coach, one of the greatest offensive coaches in the sport right now. And you have Tremont Mark, you have Jordan Pope, you have Dalen Swain, you have Montas Vukatitis. Like, that's going to be a big issue for Purdue. I feel like, honestly, is like, that's why I like Texas in this matchup, just because of the fact that, bro, Purdue's defense, I really I don't trust it. I see Texas being able to score at least 80 points in this game. Like, I don't see them being able to stop Texas. I don't trust Purdue's defense. And I think this game's going to be a shootout. I really believe this game's going to come down to, like, who may have the ball last, or who has a better offensive performance, and who could just hit the open shots. Because I think, and I lean Texas, honestly, just because when it comes down to it, like, I don't trust Purdue. Like, when I see what I've seen from Purdue, it's like, I don't trust their defense, and that's my big issue. It's like, I didn't trust Texas defense, but then they show me in the tournament they're defending, and so it's like, I trust Texas defense just more than I trust Purdue's defense. I think that's the biggest difference between me and choosing, like, feeling Texas and not feeling Purdue. Is because I seen, like, Texas really ramp it up. And I seen them actually go out and defend, and, like, kind of like, hey, we're gonna have to play defense. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get this thing done. I seen Matas Vokatitis take a big step in a big way. Like, I think this Texas is peaking at the right time. I don't trust this Purdue defense, bro. That's my biggest issue with them. And we'll see. Now they will have Clough and Kaufman Wren, what they can do. Uh, on the glass and that kind of stuff versus Texas, because they'll have some size there, and then they have the freshman kid that come off the bench that's 7 foot. Matt Painter always keeps, he doesn't keep one, he keeps multiple 7 footers. He likes the footers, but so the size will be difficult for Texas, because their center off the bench for Texas is like, early on, it's like a small four, power forward, and Nick Cody. But what that does is, now, same thing I said about Michigan, Alabama. If you get in transition and Texas has Nick Cody on the floor, and you have this big 7 footer freshman, is he going to be able to run with Nick Cody? Can Nick Cody get out and can get him on transition? Can Nick Cody pull him out to the perimeter and shoot, beat it, and shoot, take him to the rack? Like, that's what, like, so there's a lot of different advantages Texas could have, in this game, and kind of like, hey, you may have the size, but we have the speed, we can run you in transition and all that kind of stuff. We can beat you to the rim, bring out the 3 point line, and beat you to the rack, all that kind of stuff. So, get you all kind of hesitant, because those 7 footers. That's where they really struggle. Like, you get them on that perimeter, and you get them in transition. They got to chase you on the court. You wear them out. Start all that heavy breathing, and all that. So it's that's where, honestly, Texas could have an advantage. But like I said, offensive game, I trust Texas defense more than I trust Purdue's. Honestly, like, that's kind of where I'm at with it right now. And I also feel like Purdue is just not, like, they have just not looked impressive to me, like, this whole time I've been really watching, like, the whole season. Like, when you have a team with Braden Smith, and he broke the record for most assists all time ever in a career. And Fletcher Laura is, like, I know he had, like, number two for something, like, most points scored or whatever, most 3 pointers made in Purdue history. Like, when you have Trey Cobbman, and you have Oscar Clifford, and you have Will Cox, and you have Venters, and you have Oscar Meyer, like, all these dudes, you would think they would be like a dominant team, and they have won games, but they have not been like, they have just not played up to what everybody thought they were going to be this year. And when you name all these guys that are really, really good players, they have not, like, they're really all really good individuals when you watch, but, like, will they ever come together and just be that dominant team? Because Purdue should be a one, like, it should have been a 1 seed, honestly, with the level of play they had. And it's like, they should be running, like, they should just be dominant, honestly. Purdue just has not been as dominant as everybody thought they would. They weren't that dominant, and lost a lot of games. Honestly, I had them winning in the Big Ten, so just kind of looked at them differently, and uh, so I just don't look at Purdue the same. I figure Texas. We'll see what happens. It'll be interesting though. I would not like this match. If you're Purdue, like, I'm concerned, and I'll end on this when it comes to Purdue Texas. I thought it was for a while, but I'll say this: Tremont Mark, Jordan Pope, Vokatitis, Cam Heidi revenge game. You have Dalen Swain, who you can put on a. We'll see. Maybe he gets Kaufman. I would like that for Texas. Maybe he gets Kaufman Ren. But Texas a lot. But they have a lot of dudes who are big time shot makers, and that would be my concern for Purdue. Like, these dudes can make big shots. And the same thing I said about Michigan and Alabama. If you let Texas and Mark, like, That's what Texas want. Like if Texas can play in the 80s and 90s, that's even better for Texas with the way they're defending right now. Because now you're gonna get now they're gonna be really hard to beat if you let them play like that. So this is crazy. Texas in the Sweet 16. I'm also a big Texas fan, but this is gonna be a fun matchup. It's gonna come out to the wire, and like I said, Mark Pope, Swain, Vocatitis, you got guys who can make big time plays in big time moments. I'm not so sure. Like I'm not concerned about Oscar Clough or Kaufman, Renner, Smith in the clutch. I'll be honest, or Fletcher Lure. They don't concern me in the clutch. So that's where I'm at with it. Arizona and Arkansas. I personally look at Arizona, Arkansas. Like I'll be honest, I got Arkansas in this matchup, and here's why. I am not, and I am not concerned. Like my biggest problem with Arizona, like I can't believe somebody went on national TV and said like, "Oh yeah, well they have a big time shot maker in the clutch." Pretty much is what he was saying. In Jaden Bradley. Are you kidding me? No way it should the no. Should, oh yeah, that's who we're gonna go to in the clutch. Jaden Bradley, bro. Please stop, y'all. I don't know what Jaden Bradley y'all are watching, but bro, come on. He's not a number one. Like y'all, like I don't know. He got voted Conference Player of the Year, and that shouldn't have happened. AJ DeManza should have won the award. It made no sense. I don't know what the coaches were watching, but that they whiffed on that one. And forget out of, and all the Arizona fans, y'all piss me off. Arizona fans, y'all piss me off, bro. Y'all know he shouldn't have won the award, and then y'all go around on social media trying to defend him. Oh, blah blah. Just say like, hey, he shouldn't have won the award, bro. Like, let's be real. Because if Arizona fans, let's be real. If it was the other way around, if Jaden Bradley played for Utah, and Arizona and Utah, and I mean, if Jaden Bradley played for BYU, and BYU was the number one seed and did everything that Arizona did, and AJ DeBance was at Arizona, and they had the season that BYU did. Y'all, yeah, all the Arizona fans be sitting there talking about, oh, the Bantha should have won. Like that's why I don't like it. It's like I get it. This is y'all's team, but bro, that does not mean y'all have to be biased towards y'all's players, bro. Just say like, hey man, he didn't deserve it over the Bantha. Like it is what it is. Like that just annoys me. It's like I saw way too many as Arizona fans like trying to go to all like literally like, on every one of these posts. Like anytime somebody criticized Bradley winning the award, it was Arizona fans and they mentions talking about this, that, and the third. It's like, bro, we get it, bro. Y'all are the fans. Y'all are fans of the players, but that doesn't mean y'all have to be biased towards them, bro. Like, just be honest. Like that pissed me off with the Arizona fan base. Be honest, bro. He did not deserve the award. Take your fan glasses off, bro, and be honest. He was not. AJ Manson never has been, and I mean, Jaden Bradley never has been better than AJ Manson, and never. AJ Manson was better than Jaden Bradley when he was 16 and 15, and Jaden Bradley was in freaking college, bro. Like there's no world like this dude has been better. Like when Braden Bradley was in college and AJ DeBanson was in high school, AJ DeBanson was better than Jaden Bradley. Like let's just be real. He never has been and never will be. Will Jaden Bradley be better than AJ DeBanson? On no, not on this earth, bro. In this world we're living in, never has been, never will be. Let it go, bro. I promise you. When they get to the league, he won't be better than AJ DeBanson. Like it's not now he's not better. When AJ was in high school and Jaden Bradley was in college, he wasn't better. He was better. AJ was better in high school than Benson was in college. He was still a better player. He was just in high school. He just was like literally, bro. Like it's just what it is, bro. Arizona to me is overrated. I'm not high on them at all, and I did not make one. Or maybe I did, maybe one or two. But like I didn't. This is where I had Arizona season ending. I'm calling it now. Arizona, Arkansas knocks off Arizona, and I don't. I wouldn't mind not hearing about Arizona no more. Cause all y'all do is hype the dudes up, and I think they gonna fall flat on their face. And it would be crazy though if we got Texas Arkansas matchup in the Elite Eight. But I got Arkansas knocking off Arizona, dude. My biggest problem with Arizona is back to the Jaden Bradley thing. That if that's the dude, and look, if Jaden Bradley proves me wrong, and I'll come out here and say I was wrong. But they gonna have to show me that Jaden Bradley is gonna be the guy you go to in the clutch. I know you got Delarosu and you got Pete and you got Krivas and you got Burries. Then I'm not high on Burries. He's been up and down. He's had some good games, but he has some really rough patches. Koa Pete, he's reminds me of a young Aaron Gordon. You know, he's a really good player on the interior, but he does not have a consistent jump shot. So that's not a guy that scares me in the clutch at all. If Jaden Bradley's a guy you're going to rely on in the clutch, and you're going against Darius Acuff and Malik Thomas and Trevin Brazil and Malik Ewan and all these dudes and Billy Goat, I mean Arizona, Like I want to see that. I want to see who Billy Goat's gonna be guarding. He can play. Like I trust. Like when you have a cover, I just trust what Arizona. Because in these games, these are going to like what people understand. Every when you, especially when you get this deep, bro, blowing somebody out, and like, if you're blowing somebody on the Sweet 16 or Elite Eight, like then you're really special. Um, but like you're every all these games are going to be close, so it's going to come down to who has the big time shot makers, the big time playmakers like a Billy Goat and these guys get big time rebounds, get big time blocks, big time defensive stops, all these things. Like who's going to be those guys? And I think Arizona could do a lot of those things, but one thing I think Arizona lacks is the big time shot makers, and I think that's going to be the big issue. And Arkansas is athletic. Like Billy Goat, Malik Thomas, like I mean, they're gonna be like I mean, they're gonna be these are gonna like I could really see them really like Burries and Bradley. I can see it being tough. Like these guys are gonna be on them like white on rice. Like it's gonna be like these guys are gonna be attached to Braden Burries and these guys. Make these guys put it on the floor. Go get a basket. We know Acuff and these guys can do it. Malik Thomas and Goat and all them guys, but I don't trust these guys in big time shot making with Arizona. I think they're overrated and they're gonna get put out. And then Duke and St. John's, really interesting. I mean, John Shack came out and really admitted that the dude that coached him, Jamie Dixon, at TCU. So this Duke team, Bonga played last game. And honestly, now he has rest. He's resting right now, or not resting. I mean, they're practicing, but you get what I'm saying. Like he's not actually playing a game, so it's like he'll have more time to rest. I expect him to really play, and I'm gonna be honest, they will need Gangba. 'Cause, like if they don't have Gangba, it's gonna be a long game. Boozer's gonna be tested defensively here with Ejiofor and Hopkins, and Hopkins he can step out. I mean, like that dude can step out, so like that. It's gonna be it's gonna be a tough matchup for Boozer, especially if he doesn't have Gangba to help him. Uh, this is really tough because St. John's does struggle to shoot from the perimeter, and that's a big question you have with them. I'm gonna take Duke in this game. Watch me pick Duke and be wrong. I'm gonna take Duke just because, like, I believe in Isaiah Evans, and like, I just don't believe in St. John's ability to like. I don't see them getting buckets. I mean, Dame Sar, like, I'm gonna be honest, like my like nickname for him would be like Slenderman. Like he looked like it's kind of freaky. Like when he makes a three, like there's been times and he'll throw his hands in the air, and it's like oh my gosh, is this guy is he a human being? Like how is this real? Like he throws his hands in the air, and it's like his hands are like Slenderman. It's like they're like 7 feet above him. It's like oh my gosh, this guy's like the Minecraft character, Slenderman. So it's like it's honestly kind of freaky with Dame Sar. That dude is not human. Like that's not normal. Also, we know that as a human being to have those kind of arms and already be that tall. Like he's gonna really like you're gonna have to have special players to really get up like what he can. He will erase people from the perimeter defensively. They're just I think Duke is just too big, and when you have big guys like that who can still run and keep up with you foot speed wise, you're gonna have guys that can put on the floor. And I don't really trust St. John's on the perimeter to put on the floor versus Duke. And if Gonga's playing and Boozer, well, not really Boozer, but if you have Gongba back there to protect you, like, and you can kind of you can take St. John's and kind of put a lid on them, like, hey, edge of four, like Hopkins is gonna have to step out and shoot it. But like he's not gonna be able to go to the basket and just dominate the paint. If St. John's, you can kind of make the paint like not make them kind of take that out of the offensive game. Then you really have St. John's where you want them. I think Duke will be able to do it. The big question is when is Duke going to do it? It took them all the way to the final wire to finally pull away from Siena, and it took them to the second half to pull away from Duke. Same thing with Michigan. When are they going to do it? We know they can do it, and they probably will do it. But how long will it take them in the game to say, okay, you know what? Like, okay, like we're gonna have to like, come on, like we gotta put these users away. Like, let's take care of business. We should be beating teams like this. So I have Duke, and Duke better not prove. I did not have Duke making it to Sweet 16 like any of my brackets. Maybe like one or two. So if I pick Duke and they lose, I'd be pissed. But I have a lot of thoughts on Duke, who I'm not gonna say now because it's just not. It would just take too long. But yeah, I have Duke in this game. I don't think my problem with St. John's not enough on the perimeter, and versus guys like Isaiah Evans and Dame Sar who are big, who are long and athletic, and the size they have in the front court and the back court. Like I just don't think it'll be enough. I think Duke's gonna be able to cut the paint off if we're gonna say, hey, beat us from the perimeter, And when you're trying to beat them from the perimeter, why Dame Sar 7 foot and like he's out there, like I mean, come on, it's just gonna be too hard for them. I don't see it. But give me Duke and let's just hope that John Shire can wake up and understand his job and his legacy on the line, bro. Like it's Duke, bro. You got to come on. You got to do better than what's been happening in some of these games.